Whoa.
I walk too fast now. You said that Eva and you having issues?
Not really, why?
Oh, I thought that's what I thought. I may have misheard you.
Oh, no, I didn't say it. No,
oh, okay.
Kind of issue, no.
Oh, okay. How's y'all's on life?
Pretty good, for the most part.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
And
I wasn't just married her 2 days ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, me and my wife argue on our honeymoon. So
well,
everybody argues.
Yeah.
So I was just curious about how it's going there.
No, we get along fine. I think we do. I mean, she might have something different to say, but I thought we get along pretty well, you know.
Okay.
I mean, we do. Yeah, we've had arguments here and there, but other than that, we get along pretty good, you know.
And you said you're trying to get back to work right now?
Yeah, I'm going to. My dad's supposed to be going up to Bella Vista next week sometime. Yeah, I just took him to the VA to sign some papers the other day.
Okay. And you said she's not working?
She hasn't worked in over it's been a year now.
So what do you guys do with money?
Well, now I was working, but my dad's got a good pension, so we kind of just been living off of that, you know.
Okay. But how long has it been since you actually worked?
I told him like 2 or 4 weeks ago, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wasn't part of any of the interview with him, so.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to tell you what I said, you know, it's just what I said. Everything I told him is the truth, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I mean, and here's, obviously here's where, we're at, okay?
Yeah, it's like what he said, we have a dead kid, you know, and no one to blame.
We have to.
Well, not to blame, but
we're not looking for somebody to blame. What we're looking for is
to get it solved. I mean, that's me and her. It's my kid too. You know, I consider her as my daughter also. You know, I pay for all the birthday parties. I do all the Christmases. You know, I go pick her daughter up at I go pick her other daughter all the way up in Heavener. Away 20 minutes past there every time I can. I feel bad when I can't because of the gas, but other than that, I love them kids like my own.
And she's 2? Olivia?
She's 2, but Peyton's 6.
Okay.
I think 6.
How was Olivia as a kid? I mean, she's a good kid?
Yeah, she's a great baby. Okay. You know, I mean, she sleeps all the way through the night, you know.
Okay. Does she sleep in her own bed, or? Yeah,
in the crib. It's like a few nights that we've had her in bed, but it's been a while since we've done that, really.
Okay. Does she normally sleep in that crib every night?
Yeah, she sleeps in the crib every night.
Okay. Somebody said something about, I guess she's been sick lately?
She was sick, yeah, yesterday, because she threw up, and then...
Give it for a second, okay?
No problem. Yeah, she was sick the other day, and there was throw up, and then I cleaned the crib out, put the stuff in the whatever that is, the stuff outside in the laundry out there in the garage. There's like a bunch of baskets there, and we do that stuff out there, and then I got, you know, I cleaned the crib up, put her deal in the crib. I can't remember now. I told him I think I fed her sausage after I tried to. Or I put her back in the crib maybe for like 5-10 minutes while I got that stuff ready. I can't remember. But I tried to feed her sausage, then I bathed her, put her back in the crib. Then she slept pretty much all day. We went to a doctor's appointment.
For her?
No, for us. We go to the Suboxone appointment.
Okay.
You probably know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is.
So we went to the Suboxone appointment, and then we came home, and then that's what we were saying. That I didn't know the times. I was saying sometime after 7, I believe we got back from there.
PM, I guess?
Yeah, we got back at like 7 or so.
Yeah.
You know, Eva got her out of the crib and laid in bed with her for a while. We were making cookies. Olivia just sat there. I laid in bed with her for a little bit while she was finishing up cookies. Then we both were back out there finishing up cookies. Then I put her back in the crib and I made the bed. You know, I was just trying to get the bed ready to sleep. And then, you know, what was it? You know, just laundry, this and that, you know, and then we, you know, we went to bed or whatever. Eva went to bed and I was up for a little while, but then I went to bed, but then Eva had her back up at 3, 4 in the morning and had her, you know, and she was fine then, you know, and then I got up at night, I heard her up with her, and I went, you know, she put her back in the bed with us, and maybe like 5-10 minutes, like, I don't know how long, and I was like, she was telling her no, telling her, like, because she'll do that, she'll play in the bed.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to play, because she slept all day.
Right, yeah, I got you.
So,
I understand.
Yeah, and Eva, I told her, you know, you're better off putting her in the bed and giving her a bottle. She'll probably go back to sleep, you know, which she did that, and then, you know, I got up at 9, but I told him 45, I believe. I can't remember, 9:30.
Okay.
I mean, I was trying to call to get pain pills. I was honest with him, you know.
Yeah.
Without getting drugs, you know.
Okay.
You know, so that's why I was like, worried when I got to the house. I'm like, do I tell him I was getting drugs? I mean, I didn't know what to say to him.
So when you left at 9:45, you said?
I didn't leave at 9:45. I was calling people, but I finally, I don't know what time it was. I left sometime 10:30, something. Me and Eva smoked a cigarette in the bedroom, like I said, out there.
Okay, and when you left at 10:30, Olivia was fine? I
didn't look at her. I mean, it's dark. It's very dark in that room. And, I mean, if she was crying, I would have went and looked at her. You know, I hadn't seen her since, you know, when I put her in the crib, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night last night.
Okay, so when you left, where was she at?
She was in the crib.
She was still in the crib?
That's where I figured she was. I didn't look, so I can't tell you if she was, but that's where I figured she was.
I mean, do you know where she wasn't, though, or do you know she wasn't in the bed?
I know she wasn't in the bed, yeah.
Okay. And when you left the house, I guess it was just you, Eva, and Olivia there?
No, my dad's there.
Your dad, I'm sorry.
Yeah. When I left the house, those three were there.
Okay. And your dad is in the garage?
He's up and down, you know.
Okay.
He knows, because I was going to get him pain pills. I talked to him. I said, I'm going to get some pain pills. He was in the garage, yes. I talked to him in his room first, but when he first got up or whatever, when I seen him for a second, and then I went back out to the garage, made more phone calls, but then when I was leaving, he was in the garage. Because I told him, you know, I'm going to get them, but there's no guarantees, you know, until they're in hand. It's just a weird thing.
And was Eva asleep?
Sleep. She was in bed. Because I just woke her up and we smoked that cigarette, which, you know.
Okay. But what I was getting at is that if you smoked a cigarette with her in the bed, you would know if Olivia was in the bed.
No, Olivia wasn't in the bed.
That's what I'm saying.
No, she wasn't in the bed. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't know if she was in the crib?
Do not know.
Where else would she be if she wasn't in the crib?
That would be the only place she'd be, so that's why I'm saying she probably was in the crib.
Okay. And then you left.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you've told him already where you went and all that.
Yeah.
And then what time did you get back?
All I could tell, I don't know what time it was. I think they could go by when pretty much I got home, grabbed my wallet, went in the bathroom to chop them pain pills up. She walked to the crib, started freaking out. You know, what happened? You know? But I don't know what time I got home. The 911 call would be somewhere around pretty close to that. We were at Long John Silver's. The girl was supposed to get there at 11. I was probably at Billy's by I've been a little earlier than 10:45, but then by the time they got their clothes on, him, his wife, his son, headed to Long John Silver's. Then this lady took forever to get there.
Yeah.
Over an hour we sat there, and I know, because I was getting frustrated. I'm like, I'm trying to get home, you know. I'm trying to get, I know Eva's probably sick, you know. We hadn't had nothing since really early this morning. But I'm really trying to get off, to be honest with you. My dad wanted me to take him all the time. That's why I just wanted to go to the nursing home.
Right. Bad influence?
No, it's easy for me to want to go get him because it justifies getting them.
Right. Yeah. I understand.
It's a vicious cycle. But,
so, and when you said you got back home about, what, 10:45, you said?
I didn't get home at 10:45.
What time did you get? I'm sorry.
I got home, I don't know, I figured this is going to screw me up because I just barely changed the time back on my clock in my car. So if that girl was supposed to be there at 11, we probably didn't leave there till about noon.
Okay.
Maybe a little after that, I don't know.
And it was you and Billy?
I just wasn't staring. Billy, his wife, and his son.
All rode back with you?
Yes, because I had his EBT card.
Okay, and you rode back to your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you got to your house,
I just went inside because
Billy, his wife, and his son.
No, they stayed there because I was gonna run in, you know, do them pills, takes like 5 seconds, then leave. And I was already frustrated at him because people when they go get you pills, they want you to give them some, you know, like to get them well. And the whole deal is he aggravates me because I always do that for them. But if you're my friend, you shouldn't want to take my money from me. You should want to go get them for me to get me well. You know, it's just so
did he pay for the pills, I guess?
I did. He never got no money.
So why did he go with you?
Because it was his hook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
People don't want to give you their hook.
So he wanted a finder's fee.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Okay.
And I tried to be nice and give him money. He wouldn't get off me because he wanted one for his lady, and that's why it was irritating me. I'm like, I got 3 people at my house I got to take care of.
What do the pills look like?
They're just Roxy's.
What color were they?
Yellow.
Okay. All right. I guess they're circle pills, yellow? Circle?
Yeah, the
okay.
itty bitty ones.
Yeah. Okay. And then when you got home, what happened then?
Huh?
When you got
with Billy and then
No, with Eva.
No, what it is I left there and I went to drop Eva wasn't there when I got back. I don't know where she was. I guess she was here. I guess I brought her here. I don't know where she is.
So when you came home, or when you came back home after dropping Billy off.
Yeah.
No, well, okay. So let's back up just a second. Okay, I know there's a whole bunch of stories and we're getting confused here.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you and Billy came in there, did the pills?
Billy didn't come inside.
Okay, just you then?
Yeah.
So Billy and his family are in the truck?
Yes.
Okay, so when you went inside, what happened with that?
I just grabbed my wallet, went into the half bath. You have the same one. I went in there and started crushing them up to do them.
Okay.
And then Eva went over to the crib and just freaked out, you know.
Okay.
And it was like, and picked her up, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was trying to, and I made a 911 call, and she like had me call 911, and I'm like, what? I didn't know what to say because I hadn't seen the baby yet, and I'm like, maybe you're freaking out, and I pretty much, from what I understand, is I was just like, hold on, let me call you back, because I was going to check a pulse, try to see her, and then when I seen her, I was boom, called again, and told them to come to 22 Granite Circle, in Van Buren, Arkansas, and I got off the phone, and then I was trying to tell Eva, I got to take him home so we can get up to the hospital. I didn't know that she was dead. I didn't know that.
Okay. But you said that after you called the first time, you said, let me call you back, that you went to go check for a pulse.
Yeah.
And did you check for a pulse?
Yeah, but
did you find a pulse?
I couldn't tell, really. I said yeah to her, but I didn't know. I kind of thought I could. I couldn't tell. It's hard for me. I don't know where to feel that on a neck, and I don't know if it's beaten.
Okay. Was she bleeding at all?
Yeah, she started. There was blood there at some time, but
where's the blood at?
On her face somewhere. I don't know. It was all just frantic. I really don't know.
Okay. Was she cold?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, was she? Did it feel like she was stiff at all?
I don't know. She said she was stiff. I don't know.
Okay.
I thought I was holding her for a while, but I couldn't tell. I wasn't thinking of stuff like that. I don't even remember if I had her. It's just.
So when you, where did you check her pulse at? Not on her, but where were you in the house?
I believe we were on the couch, but
okay,
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And did you ask her what happened or anything?
No, I didn't know. I didn't even think about asking her. I was freaking out. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Right.
What I was thinking of is get the ambulance here, get them home, get back, get up to the hospital. That's all I was thinking. That was all that was going through my mind. Then I get there, and there's tape all around the house. There's like a bunch of cop cars, and then they asked me if they could park my truck and take me up here. I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll go up there.
Okay. Did you see any police cars when you were driving around?
Yeah, I told them when I was coming to
or ambulance or anything?
Up to Rena Road, after I dropped Billy off, I was coming up to Rena Road, and I put on my blinker to get over, and as I was getting over, I looked in my mirror, and a cop about hit me, so I swerved back over, and I was going up to Citizens up there on 59 to go into Northridge that way. And I went up there, but you know, it was just 2 cop cars, no lights were on or anything. I wasn't even thinking about being at my house or anything. So I go up there and I turn left on Northridge, which I called Eva 8 times or so, a bunch of times on my way home, trying to let her know I'm coming, you know. And I'm going there, and I get a text from my ex-wife being like, can you call me, please? And there's just been a lot of shit going on with my kid, and between her, and then I can't have my kid now, and then I was going home, and I was was headed there, and then my ex-wife started talking about all this info she had on me about drugs and selling drugs and doing drugs, and Eva's not a good person to be around. I got a bunch of stuff on her, and I'm like, oh my God. So I pulled off for a second.
Where'd you pull off at?
To be honest, I think when I got on Citizens Road, I think I passed North Hills Boulevard. I might have went up there and to the left. I don't know. I might have made a right and then went, I think, I'm talking, so, you know, I'm driving.
So you driving around the whole time, or did you stop?
I was driving around for a minute there, and then when I went down past North Hills Boulevard, I think I made a right, and I think I went in a driveway, came back out, headed down some other road, and then I pulled off to the side, and I sat there. I didn't know how long it was or whatnot.
Okay. So you don't know how long?
Yeah, I told him maybe 5-10 minutes. He said I was gone forever. I don't know. Whatever.
You don't know how long you talked to her?
No, it wasn't that long. It was 5-10 minutes maybe.
Okay. How many times did you talk to her?
One time. Oh, my phone. I was going to look at something on my phone, and I actually hung up on her. I called right back.
Okay. And then after you hung up with her, where'd you go after that?
Well, I was like pulling up to the house, really.
Okay. So one thing I want to go back to is when you were checking for the pulse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you check for the pulse, and it's alarming enough. The situation is alarming enough to get an ambulance there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm kind of wondering why then you would then, if you're not sure at this point you said you're not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
I wonder why you would leave.
I don't know either. I know it's starting to look bad.
No, I'm not saying that. Okay, what I'm saying is in order for me to understand. Okay,
yeah.
And it's going to be hard for you to do. Okay, in order for me to understand all this, is I have to know what's going through your head.
Yeah, I mean, my car's full of people. I can't bring all them to the hospital. You know, Billy's got to be working sometime. I'm trying to get them away. It's just a shitty deal. I should have had the EBT card when I went to his house, and I'd left it at my house. It was just one of them bad deals. I showed up at my house again. You know, I didn't know what was going on. You know, I didn't know this was going to happen. I just figured I was going to take Billy over, do the pills, get back in the car, drop Billy off, come home, and spend my day. You know?
But I mean, okay, but you knew an ambulance was coming.
Yes.
Okay, but when you got back home, I mean,
I didn't know if Eva just left with the ambulance. I was trying to call her. She didn't have her phone.
Okay. You know, like I said, you know, a lot of this stuff is frantic, and it is.
Yes, it's horrifying.
But I mean, we still have, you know, we still have to get to the bottom of it.
Yes, I totally understand.
And that's my thing. Okay, if there were mistakes made, if there were actions taken that were now you would regret. Okay, so here's where I'm at. Okay, and here's something where you need to be thinking long term. Okay, is if anything happened. Okay, if it was a momentary lapse of judgment, or if it was out of anger, or if you were...
Oh, if I did...
Just hold on, okay? If it was anything like that, okay, then the autopsy is going to show something.
Yeah.
Okay, so just hold on a second, okay? And so what I'm getting at is, if we have your story of no idea what happened, and she has no idea what happened, okay? And then we get the autopsy, and it shows if it does show obvious signs of trauma, then we have issues. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because then we would know one of you's lying.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Because, and this is what I'm.
But I'm not going to accuse my wife if I don't fucking know.
Well, you know, here's where I'm kind of at. Okay, is where I'm kind of at. Just right now. Is I think you know something that happened.
I do not.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? I'm just telling you what my opinion is, okay?
That's fine.
Okay? I think you probably know what happened, and then the driving around was the panic. I don't think you you or her, I don't think you intentionally, hold on. I don't think you intentionally, okay, did something, okay? I'm saying that it's, you know, momentary lapse of judgment, being so mad and losing your temper or something like that, and then panicking.
It wasn't, it was nothing to do with that. I have issues about I haven't seen my other kid in a while now, that I'm getting this grief from my ex-wife because I love this woman. It's just a nightmare for me. You know, I was trying to, you know, I picked up that call because I was taking it as I was driving home, and then she came up with all this bullshit, how she's going to take my kid forever.
Right, well, I talked to your ex-wife.
Yes.
And she said that you never mentioned one time about the situation.
But why am I going to tell her? I don't know what's going on.
But you're not going to tell her, hey, I need to get back home?
I was heading that way.
Yeah, but you said you pulled off. And here's the things, okay?
She's already accusing my wife of being a bad mother.
Okay, hold on. So I talked to Pam, okay? You talk to Pam or Pam on?
Pam.
Talk to her, okay? You called her at 12:38, okay? You talked for 15 minutes. The phone accidentally hung up. You called her back at 12:54, I believe, and talked for 21 more minutes.
Are you serious? It was that long?
So that's 36 minutes.
I didn't even think about it.
So here's my thing is that if your main concern was to get Billy home, to get back home so you could go to the hospital, you pulled off inside the road and talked to your ex-wife for 35 minutes. So, and to me, and she said that you were talking about wanting to get your life right and wanting to do all this. Okay, and so I think that, you know, it was...
that has nothing to do with
it. It's all related, man. It's
really not, though. The whole deal is, if the ambulance picked Eva up and they left, because that's what normal people do, and they get in the ambulance with them and go there, then I'm about to be home because she left her phone there. I'm going to grab that stuff and I'm going to get up to the hospital. I stopped for a little bit of time because I got some other issue I'm trying to take care of. You know, I'm sorry that I rerouted somewhere. I wasn't trying to duck and dodge anywhere. I'm not trying to frantically do anything. All I can tell you is what I know.
Okay. So, who changes Olivia's diapers and stuff?
We both do.
Okay. Like I said, this is my thing. Okay, it's very hard for me to believe that if you, because I was there pretty much right after your 911 call. Okay?
Yeah, it's
pretty close. Okay, and when I saw Olivia, okay, it was obvious.
I didn't know that.
And especially if you'd moved her. I mean, she was cold. And so if you moved her, I mean, she was stiff, she was cold.
I told you, I don't even remember if I held her or not.
So, it's not about your memory, okay? I'm not talking about your memory. I'm talking about your human being. You know, if you picked up a dog and it's stiff, you don't need to be an expert on pulses to know if the dog is alive or not, okay? Even if you've never dealt with a dog death before, your intuition and your instincts kick in and you think...
I understand that.
And so my issue is not only did you say that you didn't know if there's a pulse or not, but you told Eva there was.
I thought there might have been. I didn't.
So well, here's kind of, I mean, it's one of two things to me. Is you leaving, okay? And I know you said you had to take Billy home and all that.
Yeah, we finished.
Which I mean, okay, I get it. You had drugs on you and you had all this other stuff, okay? Which, I mean, to a certain extent, okay, if you're honest and look yourself in the mirror, okay, with the scope of what was happening, okay, that was a bullshit reason for leaving.
It wasn't a bright idea. I could see that.
Okay. So what I'm getting at is that you could have easily told Billy, hey, it's going to be a minute.
Yeah, I probably could have done that.
Or told Billy to take your truck. I mean, there's plenty of options here. Where if your main concern is, you said that you love that kid as your own kid.
I do.
Okay. I'm not doubting that. Okay. If I thought that you were a child killer, hold on, let me finish. Okay. If I thought you were a child killer and didn't care anything about it and did it out of fun or something like that, I wouldn't even been here talking. I got little kids.
Yes.
I wouldn't be talking to you. Okay. That's why I'm in here talking to you.
My background.
But I'm not talking about your background. Okay? What I'm talking about is, I think mistakes were made. Okay?
I understand.
I think mistakes were made. And I think what happened early or mid-morning, I think you were panicking.
I didn't.
And
I don't know anything.
Hold on, okay? I think you were panicking, and I think that had a little bit to do with the conversation you had with your ex-wife, is that you were in a state of panic about what was going to happen to you.
Oh, my ex-wife was telling me that she talked.
I know, I've already talked to your ex-wife about what your conversation was, okay? I already know all that, okay? What I'm getting at, okay, is the behavior exhibited after the fact, after you left your house, when you checked the pulse. It sounds like panic behavior. It sounds like you didn't want to come back because you knew this was going to happen.
No.
But you eventually had to because you thought it would look bad if you didn't show up.
No, I would never do that. That is horrible. I've been so, you have no idea the stress I've been under between the woman I love and the woman I used to love. And my child is caught in the middle as a pawn that it cries every night for me. And I can't do nothing to help because I'm going to put the woman I love, it's just putting in my child, it's a nightmare.
Okay. So here's where I'm at though, okay, is I got two small kids, okay? One of those is a daughter, or two of them are daughters actually. And there's been many times where both of them have, driven me crazy, where I'm getting no sleep.
It doesn't.
Okay, and if you're not getting enough sleep and you're up all the time, okay, you have less patience. You have you lose your temper.
I would never do that.
And so,
I spanked. I've never touched her kids, and then my own kid I spanked maybe 5 times in their 7 years she's been alive.
And here's where I'm getting at. Okay, is that we've seen this before. Okay, where it's not a thought out thing. It's not a thing like that.
I'm going to get prosecuted for something I didn't do. You guys are starting to point a finger. It was nothing to do with that. It was whatever was going on.
Well, okay, but here's the thing, okay, is that if that child has heavy head trauma, if that child has massive head trauma,
yes,
okay, that's not from falling.
No, I know that. Yes, okay. I understand that.
So if you're saying, if that's the case, if she has massive head trauma, okay,
yes,
and you guys are the only one there, okay, if you're saying that you did not do anything that could have caused that,
yes,
you're saying that Eva did.
The only 2 people that are
or Eva or your dad.
Yeah.
You're saying that one of them.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay. And so the other issue, and he may have talked to you about this before, the autopsy is going to tell us a lot.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
And one of the many things he's going to tell us is the approximate time of death and all this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if she passed away, many hours, many hours before, okay, then that would,
It tells where the line of what happened, I understand.
So, and my thing is, I was there, and,
You say she's cold, so it must have been
she was bleeding, out of her ears, and she was bleeding from her nose, and,
I just noticed it on her face.
Was there a lot of blood on her face?
There's a little bit. I don't know if Eva grabbed it. I can't remember. It's frantic, man. It's horrifying. I don't know what to say. And then now you guys are thinking I did it because I left and came back and took an hour to come back.
No, it's not all about that. Okay, it's the totality of everything. It's not. You can't point to one single thing and say it's always because of that. We're talking about the totality of everything. Okay. Taking everything into consideration.
Yes, I understand. I didn't do nothing to that little girl, and I don't know who did.
Okay, but it would be.
All I can say is get the autopsy and investigate. That's all I know. Unless I don't know what to say. I've been honest to you guys. I've cooperated. That's all I know to say.
Okay. Did you move anything in the room before you left? in the bedroom?
No, not that, no. No, I mean, it was frantic. I left.
So why was it frantic before you? Why was it frantic?
Because her lips were blue. I mean, she had bruises right here. I mean, look at her.
Well, I mean, here's one of my main things, okay, is and you say, which I believe you, okay, I believe you when you say that you love that kid like your own, okay. I can tell there's honest feelings there for you.
Yes.
Okay. So I can tell you that me as a father, okay, I don't care what kind of other stuff's going on. If I see obvious bruises and my daughter's lips are blue, okay, I ain't going fucking nowhere.
Dude, I probably would have done it. I would have done it any time. I swear to you. I'm not lying.
Then why leave?
I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that.
And that's an issue. You see what I'm saying? If we talk to people in here and we bring up a crucial detail and they don't have a way to explain that, that's an issue.
I took him home so we could get to the house.
Because there's obviously your mind was working. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are playing these mind games and trying to make me feel like I did something I didn't do.
Well, here's the thing, is that if you didn't do anything, if you did nothing, okay, you have nothing to worry about. Okay?
I know, but
my thing is, you know, I'm more concerned with
what happened to that kid?
What happened to Olivia than your feelings.
I understand that.
So if I hurt your feelings, you know, I'm not concerned about that right now. Okay, my number one goal is trying to figure out what happened to Olivia.
I understand that.
In which, you know, I'm not saying just you. I think both of you exhibited behavior that's not normal for this kind of situation. You know,
and drugs. I mean.
Right. Well, okay. Well, I mean, that's another factor to play into it. Okay, if we have both parents on drugs, and then we have, you know, a small child that ends up dead, and nobody has an explanation for it. When there's bruises and stuff all over, bruises and cuts and, you know, blood everywhere and throughout your house.
I didn't notice.
And that's an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so that's the thing is, and here's what I'm talking about with the driving around and all that. That's the reason I bring this up, okay, is through a variety of different ways and different methods, we can start fact-checking. Hold on, okay? We can start fact-checking all this stuff, okay? So if we find out that you're not telling the truth on one part of it, then your entire story starts to come apart. If he's lying about that, what else is he lying about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's very, very important, even if it's stuff that maybe doesn't make you look good.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the drugs right now.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about the drugs right now. Okay.
I know. But everything I'm saying, I'm pretty sure is lined out pretty right on point.
Okay. But
it's what happened.
The part that
stopping it is probably sounds crazy. Yeah, that and leaving is all crazy. And I don't know why. You know, it's what I thought at the time. I was high. I left. You know, I was coming right back. I was rushing. I called 8 times on my way back.
Right. Well, you know, another person may look at that and say, well, he's trying to get away from the situation. Everyone
can look at it differently. You know, there's a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the whole difference of a jury. You know, one person might think something, another one might think something different. But I can just go by everything I've told you is honest truth. I stopped and talked to my ex. That's what I did. I drove. There's probably, you could follow my phone if there's a GPS location services on it. It shows what I did. You know, I'm just telling you guys. That's what I done.
Okay.
I didn't know. The time might have been screwed up. I was high. Time can fly by when you're high. It just happens.
So let's go back real quick to last night. Okay. You said that after you guys cookies and all that kind of stuff. Okay. You said that Olivia woke up about 3:45 or 4 or something, 3 or 4.
4 or 5. I didn't look at the alarm clock. I have no idea.
Did it wake you up?
Well, yeah, I was up.
How did it wake you up?
Well, she had her in the bed, and I could just hear her playing and that. And she, what was it?
I mean, what woke you up though? What woke Eva up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Was she crying, or?
I guess that's why she got her. Yeah, I guess that's why she got her. I didn't know.
You didn't hear her crying, though?
No, I didn't hear her crying, no.
Okay. And so she gets in bed with y'all. Does she go to sleep in there?
She was there like 5-10 minutes, and she was playing around in that, and that's when I told Olivia, you know, you might want to lay her back in bed because she likes to play when she's in bed with Eva or whatever, you know, it's with her mama, you know.
Right.
So, and she's been, you know, asleep all day, you know,
right.
So I said, maybe put her in there and she'd go back to sleep, and she did. And we all went back to bed.
Okay.
That's all I know.
And you went back to sleep in the bed?
Yeah.
And then you woke up at what? And you woke up, you said around?
I don't know, 9:30, 9:45, somewhere in there. I can't really remember. Somewhere in that right then, 10.
So who else was awake when you woke up?
My dad.
Okay. And you didn't see Olivia at all?
No. I didn't see her till I got home.
But I guess you assume she's in the crib.
Yes, sir.
So, do you sleep in your clothes?
Sometimes, it just depends.
What about last night?
I was in some shorts.
Okay. So how'd you put your clothes on?
Yeah, I just put them on in the dark. Yeah,
But you said it was pitch black in there.
Yeah, they're right by the side of my bed. Just put them on.
Well, I mean, obviously know how you put clothes on.
Yeah,
You put your pants on like everybody else.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is, you know, you said it was pitch black is the reason you could see Olivia in the room, right?
I felt these, and you know, this was there. They were pretty much together.
Just all laying out.
Yeah.
Is that what you wore yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. And how'd you find out about the pill deal?
The pills?
Yeah.
I just called the buddy in the garage.
You just called Billy?
Yeah.
You called him like around 9?
Not 9. It was like probably about 10. I've called a couple people before.
I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing on these times, man. And all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get a full timeline here, okay? Mm-hmm. If you're off by a couple minutes, you're not worried about that, okay? I'm just trying to account for everything, okay?
Yeah.
And, you know, you would help out the most in this investigation by, you know, giving us the full timeline, okay? That's how, I'm not saying you're not, okay? I'm just explaining why I'm going over this.
No, like I was like, oh, I did something wrong, I'm going to figure out all my times, and I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know, I'm just rough guesstimating.
That's fine, yeah, that's fine. I'm just making sure you
And I'm trying to give you guys where to find them out at. My cell phone, here, like he asked me where I went somewhere, I was like, you could look, does Long John Silver's have cameras? You'll see where I'm sitting there in the parking lot for an hour. I know.
Okay.
You know.